Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to do that. Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian here, Brian's Law Maintenance. All right, we're gonna do a 3-year review, a comprehensive, in-depth, talk a little bit about the F250. Now, a lot of you guys know that we've had this truck for over 3 years, and in my opinion, the only thing more important than an initial review on a piece of equipment or a product or a service is that long-term review about how it's going 3 years later. Now, this is a 2017 F250 Lariat trim, Super Duty pickup truck. Honestly, I really enjoy it, short story long, but I know a lot of you guys want to know a little bit more info and details about how it's holding up, how's the maintenance, how's the gas versus diesel, would I buy it over again? I'm gonna answer all of those questions for you guys here in a short, timely fashion. Let's just jump right into it. If you guys are new to the channel, maybe consider subscribing. We're all about helping people grow a more successful lawn and landscaping business so you guys can go out there and crush it. We do that with product reviews, how-tos, daily vlogs, all that mess. But even if you're not in the lawn and landscape industry, we still love to have you guys subscribe to the channel and jump in on the adventure. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to talk to you guys about all these different questions that I wrote down. These are all the questions that you guys submitted via Instagram, okay? And like I said, the last thing that we're gonna be talking about is would I buy this all over again? And do I still like the truck 3 years later? Because the answer might actually be surprising to a lot of you guys. So here's what we're gonna do. I broke this up into a couple different categories. I got my little cheat sheet here. Hopefully you guys don't mind. The first thing was, how much was it? And this truck right here was 58,000 bucks. We got it brand new, 0 miles on it, and we had the A-plan option with that. So we actually got this truck from Iowa, had it shipped over to my dealer, and then I bought it from those guys there. The next one is, let's just start ripping through this. I'm gonna give you guys as many answers as I can in a short and sweet package, okay? How much was the dump insert on the back that you guys can see there? $3,800. This is some of the upgrades we've made along the way. The tires of choice, the Nito Ridge Grapplers, $1,500. Absolutely amazing snow tire. I would buy those all over again, 100%. Some questions that we already got going on here would I buy the stainless or the steel dump insert for the truck? 100% go with the steel. I like the black version versus the stainless. I don't think it would have looked the same on the truck, even with that chrome package. And one other quick question that I get while I'm on the dump insert is, what's the capacity? It's about 2 or 3 yards. It's nothing crazy, but you know what? If I got to go get an extra little bit of mulch or some other product, I can throw it right in the back. No issue at all. Great for hauling away, plant and shrub material as well. One question I got, did YouTube buy my truck? I wish. YouTube did not buy my truck. You guys got to realize I've been doing YouTube since 2016, and so we bought this in the fall of 17. So although we kind of have been doing YouTube for like 18 months, you can't really use any of that as provable income because you have to have 2 years of tax returns. So like, there's no way YouTube would have bought the truck. And even then, how much was I making with my YouTube channel with 500 subscribers, right? $100 a month. Let's go to interior light upgrades. Would I do the Lariat package all over again? Yeah, absolutely. Now, here's the context. I'm an owner-operator business. It's me, maybe me and a couple guys, right? So absolutely, I would go with the Lariat trim package. Why? Because I live in the truck, okay? I saw somebody saying like, Brian's Law Maintenance has a $58,000 Lariat trim truck. He's not serious about his business. No, I'm just not growing a 5, 10, 20 crew business. So why would we want to get a WT or an XL? I'm not going to, have the base package for my truck. When I'm the owner-operator, I'm gonna be inside it all day long, or me and just 1 or 2 guys, right? Now, if I was growing a 20-person or 100-person company, yeah, we'd have an XL or maybe WTs for the truck. So don't feel, guilty buying a nicer trim package like an XLT or a Lariat for your truck if you're going to be living in it as an owner-operator. A lot of the different trims out there, you probably get the heated trim, on the next trim level of the truck. The cooled seats are usually going to be for like that Lariat or the luxury package of your preferred brand, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, whatever it is. And here's a big misconception. They're not for the summer, believe it or not. Although they're nice, the cooled seats are for when you're plowing snow 8-10 hours a day and you got the defrost on and it's just heating the truck up like crazy and you're just pulling layers off of you. The cooled seats are for the winter. So absolutely, I do it all over again with the Lariat. One other question I got were, how do I like the LED lights that you guys can see on the front? I absolutely love my lights, okay? I like visibility, I like safety, I wanna see where I'm going, daytime or at nighttime, and those LED lights are awesome. My only qualm against Ford with the truck and this conversation with the Lariat package is, I wish the LEDs were available on the XLT. If the XLT came with the LEDs as an upgrade for 1,100 bucks, then I wouldn't have got the Lariat trim with the cooled seats, the technology package. But of course, that's how they get you. You gotta spend $6 grand for the Lariat trim to have the option to buy the $1,100 lights. I think that's a little sleazy of a tactic there. I think they could have put them on the XLT. And who doesn't like more lights and more visibility, right? The Go Recon cab lights, those were a custom addition afterwards. I bought this truck without a bed liner because I wanted to do the Line X, not Ford's factory bed liner. And then I also didn't want the standard amber cab lights. I wanted to go with the Go Recon white LED lights. Got them installed at the dealer. It was like 200 bucks. All right, let's go to towing. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. If you guys are enjoying this video, big thumbs up. Trying to make this review as short and sweet as possible. Towing. Handling has never been an issue with this truck at all. We've pulled enclosed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers. I've had this loaded up with 2 mowers. We've had full tanks of gas, full truck full of gas, you know, 2 or 3 yards of mulch, full weight, full capacity, enclosed trailer, no issue at all. All right, the next one, gas versus diesel. I know this is one that a lot of you guys are looking to know a little bit more about. Would I go with the gas again, or would I upgrade with the diesel? The answer might surprise you, but I would go with the gas. I would go with the gas all day long again. Now, I'd love to hear in the comments down below, gas or diesel for your guys' current truck or for your next truck. Here's my logic. The gas engine, well, let me rephrase this. The diesel engine upgrade was $9,800. That's a lot of fuel, guys. For $2 a gallon of fuel at the time of this recording, what is that, 4,500 gallons of gas? And even some of you guys that will just scream till you're blue in the face about getting the diesel and running the truck to 300,000 miles or 500,000 miles. Look, we're plowing, we're pulling, we're beating the snot out of this thing. I don't expect to hold on to this truck for 10 to 15 years. We're gonna flip over our trucks every 5 or 7 years, and why would I want to get the diesel option? Now, if you want to go down the whole breadth of, well, there's a better resale value, I did a whole nother video here. We'll leave a card up here or up here, wherever it is, and I'll handle that question at length like I did, to maybe educate some of you guys that are still stuck on the whole diesel craze. Not against the diesel by any means. I would just rather have that 9 grand in my pocket working for me in a different capacity. One other thing that some of you guys were saying, I would have got the XL or the XLT and the diesel versus the Lariat. I get it. But for me personally, as a owner-operator living in the truck, I like the leather seats, I like the creature comforts, and we didn't need the diesel. Me personally, I would have rather spent that 7 to 8 grand on the creature comforts versus the diesel engine. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know what you guys would do. All right, breakdowns and downtime. We've had 0 breakdowns. Praise Jesus, okay? Straight up. Thumbs up for that on the video, right? We've had 0 downtime, 0 breakdowns with this truck. There's 42,000 miles on it currently, and that's being ran pretty hard. And then the gas mileage. I'll leave another card up here if you guys want to check out the gas mileage video that I did at length. But the short story answer, for regular day-to-day use, we're getting about 10 to 14 miles per gallon with just the truck, 8 to 10 with the trailer, 8 to 10 with the plow. When we have everything loaded up with the enclosed trailer, maybe 2 pieces of equipment in the enclosed trailer, and the plow and the leaf box, nah. What do they start saying at that point? You start quoting gallons per mile like it's a military vehicle. All right. Another one, is the truck overkill? If I wasn't doing snow, would I do an F250? I don't think I would. I think I would get a modern day F150, 3.3 liter V6, or maybe the V8. And I think it's a lot of truck, but if you're down south, maybe I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know, would you do a 250, whatever the trim is? But personally, I don't know if I'd go with a 250. I got the bigger Super Duty in the chassis to hold the plow, not so much for towing. A lot of those V6 and even like a WT or an XL or an XLT could pull just fine. So maybe a 2x4 option could be a great way to save some money on a truck if you're not plowing snow. Maybe you're you know, in the middle of the States or south. I don't think you really need that 4-wheel drive, right? Things that I think are funny or I didn't know. A lot of weird questions came in on Instagram. I'll try to answer them the best I can. How much do I pay for the insurance? Good question. I'm pretty transparent. I pay like $95 a month for this thing. I don't even think it's that much, but I think it's like 90, 95. It's below 100. It's actually classified as a WT work truck. Even though it's a Lariat trim, it's still classified as a WT. And when that first came through, I was like, oh crap, dude, like I just hoodwinked my insurance people. Awesome, send it. Instead of paying 250 bucks a month, right? But then like 3 days later, I kind of realized, well, if I do get in an accident and it's like mistitled or misregistered or classification, I don't want an insurance claim denied, right? So I called my insurance agent and I was like, hey, honestly, like it's not a WT. You guys might have misclassified it. She informed me that this truck, even though it's a Lariat trim, it's still a Super Duty, and they only, through State Farm, you know, register it and insure it under as a WT. So for 90 bucks a month, I'm insuring a $60,000 truck. Can't beat that. Another one, car washes. This is something that nobody's ever done a video on or ever talked about. But you cannot fit this thing through a car wash. You can't fit this thing through a car wash if you liked or if you tried, okay? I mean, without any extras, bells or whistles, maybe, but you had a light bar, a headache rack, like a back rack, you had the dump insert. Ain't no way, Jose. To go to a coin wash, 15 to 20 bucks every time. Now, if you guys are, you know, in Michigan weather and one day it's raining, one day it's snowing, usually that's the same day. And that could be in, you know, April, that could be in November, who knows. So I wash this truck all the time. In fact, it's like beyond dirty right now. I hate having dirty trucks. I washed it 2 days ago in the morning after running some errands for 15 bucks coin wash. Took 15 minutes. Not only 2 hours later, it ended up raining. I'm driving to go pick up my quad that got some upgrades, and the whole roads were like salty, muddy, and the whole truck got caked again. So be prepared to spend 50 to 100 bucks a month washing your truck and the time by hand. All right, let's keep going. We'll wrap this guy up. Trying to go quick for you guys. This is my comprehensive review. If you guys are enjoying it, for real, big thumbs up. It took a lot to set this all up and answer all these questions for you guys. Would I buy a Cybertruck? Related but not related, but it's one of your questions from Instagram. I don't think so. First off, like, they say those YouTube millions are supposed to kick in any minute. So if they do, maybe I'll go buy a Cybertruck, because it would be pretty cool plowing in a Cybertruck that's stainless steel with like a stainless steel plow. That would look pretty pimp. But again, I think that's a little bit more like show, and I don't know, if those YouTubes millions kick in and goes to my head, maybe that's what we'll do. But I don't know if I'd buy a Cybertruck. Good question. I don't think it's gonna get approved as is, but they are pretty sweet. And you guys know that I got my Tesla Model X coming at the time of this review, so I can't wait for that. Another good question. Would I get a 350 over the 250? I don't know that answer. I don't know that answer. When I was shopping for this all day long, I was shopping for, you know, 3/4 ton trucks. So for me, the jump from an F-150 to a 250 was all I was concerned about. Other questions, the Tremor Edition and the 7.3 gas, these are related to the Ford trucks. I don't know. I'm not in the market for a truck, so that's not as fresh to me. That 7.3 V8 or V10 could be a good option to tow heavier and more stuff. Would I be purchasing it? No, I think the 6.2 has worked just great. I don't know. Any of you guys got the Tremor package or the 7.3 gasser? Let me know in the comments. All right, other random questions, and we're gonna keep this moving. The merits of a dump truck versus this thing. Would I go with a dump truck? I do not think so. I've been living in apartments for 7 or 8 years by choice. We do not want to have a house. We're going to build a house next year, but we've been doing the whole delay gratification, live below your means thing for a long time. But along the way, I could not put a dump truck in any of my apartment complexes. And most of you guys that live in nice subdivisions or residential homes, you can't have a dump truck on site either. The city is going to ding you, or the HOA is going to ding you. So for me, I got a little dump insert in the back of the truck. That was my workaround for not being able to, you know, bring a dump truck home but still have a dump truck, right? Let's go into the complaints and then answer would I buy it all over again. We'll wrap this guy up in a timely fashion. Complaints. My biggest complaint with this truck, I would have to say, is the Ford Sync 3. I ranted on this on Instagram. A lot of you guys were answering my Instagram comments when you did the ask a question thing, and you all said, how do I like Ford Sync 3? I hate it. I think it's the worst infotainment system that's ever been put into any vehicle, bar none, second to none, ever in the history of all creation and mankind. And I think the guy that did the Ford Sync 3 infotainment system should be shipped to Siberia to do all of Ford's cold weather testing forever. Now ask me how I really feel, right? It never connects to the phone. It always says can't find phone. It always says not responding. Apple Play, that is part of it, I turned that off. It never connects to my Bluetooth phone. And for a small business owner, a guy who's on his phone all freaking day, every time I pick up a phone call in the truck, it goes to like the do not disturb private setting, so it immediately goes back to my phone and not on the truck's infotainment system. And you guys ever own a Ford or a Lincoln, you get your buddy, hey, 1 second, dude. Yeah, it's switching to the truck. Yeah, 1 second. And it's beyond annoying, right? It's race day back there. Somebody's tearing it up. All right, Ford Sync 3, it's awful. The tow hooks are ridiculous. They're not sized correctly. I know that's not Ford, it's whoever made the hitch assembly, but for Ford to ship a couple million of these things and not fix that, maybe they have by now. Huge black eye. The tow hooks on many different trailers, especially the ones that kind of widen out, those cannot fit on that tow hook hitch receiver back there at all. The key fob honks. I've talked about this in other videos. When you walk away from the truck with the key fob in your pocket, it does this crazy annoying double honk thing, and I don't know who put that together. Super annoying. If I'm starting up the truck at 6 a.m. and I gotta run back inside because I forgot something, it does a double honk. If I'm picking up my trailer at 6 or 7 in the morning at my storage locker, the double honk. It's beyond annoying, it's beyond frustrating, and there should be a toggle on the dash to turn that off. All right, last thing I'll say is, the biggest question, would I buy it all over again? Simple answer, yeah. This truck has transformed my business, my life. It was a huge bottleneck. My old F-150, although I loved it and it had a special place in my heart, a lot of us, like I said, that are owner-operators or we're trying to grow our business, or maybe you're 16, 18, 19 years old, you're trying to find that first reliable work truck, your mule to keep your business moving. This truck eliminated so many bottlenecks and allowed me to expand and grow my business like no other tool I've ever purchased. Hands down, the truck has helped me make more money, grow the business, have year-round income with plowing. Absolute game changer. In 2017, when I bought this truck, we stretched to get into this truck. Okay, straight up, we put as much cash down as we had, financing it. Right now we're at $560 a month for a monthly payment, 1.99% interest. Can't really beat that, okay? That's like as good as a financing as you can get on this truck. I wrote this down. Name a country song that's not talking about a boy in his truck and his dog named Rex, okay? There's just something about a guy in his truck, especially if you're owner-operator. We all want that cool truck, man. For this F250 has been that for me. And the last good question I got from you guys, would I go with Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Toyota? All great options out there. I can sum that up in 2 words. A-plan. Look, the new Chevys, they look incredible. The new GMCs, honestly, they look really nice. I'm not a big GM guy for stuff that happened about 10, 15 years ago. Whatever, don't want to get into it. The Toyotas, they're nice. The Nissans, they're nice. The Dodges, they're nice. But I saved 6 or 7 grand with an A-plan, and I would encourage you guys, I say it all the time with my mower videos, I love the different mower brands out there, but go with what your dealer sells or supports. Well, go with the same thing that you can get the best deal on with your truck. So if Chevy, I had somebody in with Chevy and I could save 7 or 8 grand or 5 grand or 3 grand, I'd probably be a Chevy person. But to be honest with you, I think the F250s look the most masculine. I think they're just workhorses. I think it's a very reliable vehicle. And for me personally, haven't had a ton of issues. Oh, one last issue. Almost dropped the phone there. One last issue was the door started holding water. I'm not gonna throw that on Ford. I don't think that's supposed to happen, but I think from all the leaf cleanup stuff, it got in the window sills and the door jams. And one day, my door was like, felt like 80 pounds and it wouldn't open up. What I did is I popped the little holes in the bottom and all this water just came rushing out. It was all full of like leaf dust and pine needles. So that might be on me, but it was really different because I've never experienced a door that was half filled with water. Beyond that, if you guys got questions, leave them down below. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. This was my comprehensive review. I wanted to answer every question I could for you guys. And like I said, this was all your guys' questions on Instagram, okay? So if you guys ever have questions, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'm always here for you guys, or leave them in the comments down below. But what would you guys go with? Would you guys upgrade to a 250? Would you guys get a gas or diesel? Would you guys get a Lariat trim or just an XL WT and the vinyl seats and the carpet delete? Leave me some comments down below. Love to hear you guys' thoughts. If this video helped you guys out, big thumbs up. And if you guys are making an upgrade in 2021 or beyond, leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you guys are getting. All right, guys, that's it. Over and out. Brian here, Brian's Law Maintenance. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new, and we'll catch up with you guys on the next one.